Guys, my first time.
Are you having a good time?
It's amazing.
Okay. Vegas is really fun.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know, ever since this whole Corona thing, I really don't. And, like, it's just so different. Like, it's different to have to walk into somewhere and always have a mask on, or you just have to be so cautious.
Yeah.
In Vegas, like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I know, right?
So, that's the ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so, let's ask some dating questions.
Cool, that's what's up.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, dating for you. Are you single right now? Dating?
I would say it's complicated.
Complicated?
Yeah.
Okay. I've caught up to. Alright. And how so would you say it's complicated? Like, why?
Well, technically, he's my baby's father, and we're not together, but he's the type of man that he feels like even though we're not together, we're still together, so he thinks he can still dictate things and try to act like he's head of household, but he's not.
Right, and so that's a huge thing. I think people think once they have a baby with someone,
They own them.
They own them, yes,
Yeah.
exactly, and it's not the case. It's not.
No.
But I can tell by your face, you know, you've been saying this to your black and blue, I guess.
Girl.
So, okay, well, so as far as, so you said it's complicated, so you're not in, like, trying to get in any other relationships, right? It's probably like...
I'm open, you know what I'm saying? I'm open to seeing if I could be with someone that's compatible with me. We have that chemistry, that vibe or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not chasing nobody. Like, I've done that in the past where especially my baby father, I felt like I had to chase after him or, you know, certain things that I felt because you're the father, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
But I was
make
like,
it work.
Yeah, girl, I wanted to make it work for my child, but after a while, I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? I know my worth, you know, and I just feel like that's what has kept me strong is me knowing my worth, and I don't have to chase after nobody. So if he falls in my lap, I'm gonna nurture him.
Now, do you set, like, boundaries, standards, or do they come? Like, do you just let it come to you?
I have boundaries and I have standards, but I do sort of let it just come to me. Like, I'm not a superficial type person, you know. I'm not into all that. If you're super cute and what all is in your pockets, what kind of car you drive, like you're really your girl next door that likes to be glamorous. But as long as our conversation is good and like I said, our vibe and our aura, and we can really just chill and be compatible with one another, then we good. I'm not tripping.
So ultimately, she's saying, guys, if you want to date with her, don't stunt on her. Do not stunt on her.
Because I will stunt on your ass.
So, okay, what are some of, like, the things you look for in a guy, like, if you are looking?
I want him to be honest. I like a trustworthy guy. What else? I like for him to smell good. Hygiene has to be a must, guys. You got to know how to at least have some sort of fashion sense, because you have to be my shadow and I'm your shadow, you know what I'm saying? We won. I can't be all fly and you just stand over there looking like
you got a hole in your shoe and shit.
I know.
Talking.
What else? I like for us to be able to communicate. I want you to be able to listen to me. Like when I'm talking, I want you to actually hear me and hear what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying. Actually is willing to put what I feel into what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Not always about you and you think you running the show. Yeah, you the man, but I'm not meant to be behind you or up under you. I'm meant to be right on the side of you, and we're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? A bond, pretty much.
I think people need to hear that, because ultimately it's like girls, okay, like guys are supposed to be in charge and like the dominant one, and that's not the case. I feel like that's also another reason why relationships don't last, because I'm sorry, but I don't want someone telling me what to do. Like I want to come together and work it out, you know what I mean? And a lot of people just let that one person tell them what to do, and it's just so draining.
Yeah, it really is. Especially when you're a strong-willed, strong-minded woman, it's hard because you ain't really just gonna bow down. Now, if I get that right, like I said, that right personality to match me, then yes, I don't mind being submissive. But you gonna have to step your game up to cause me, give me that incentive to be submissive. Put it that way.
All right. So what's the most craziest, like, freakiest shit you've done?
Like, what do you mean? Like, it's like sexually, relationship?
Let's hear both.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so relationship-wise, one time I got really, really upset when I was younger with my ex. And he just really agitated me because he was one of them other guys that thought he was in control. Want you to be his woman when he wants you to be his woman instead of being a real man. But he really pissed me off one day because he threw my little Louis Vuitton purse away. I had just got it for Valentine's Day. And so I kind of threw his car in park while I was going like 35 miles an hour on the street. And I started whooping his ass. Because he really upset. And I don't never go there. Like, I'm the most gentlest woman, like, for real. I'm very loving, compassionate. But if you take me there, I ain't scared to back down. I'm that lioness. I'm like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to bite
So
you.
you will give him the 2-piece?
Girl.
No questions asked. Alright, so does he still talk to you? Like, after that, like, were you guys okay?
Girl, yeah, we went and got married. Yeah, so, yeah,
Oh,
that ass
okay.
whooping got him right.
Right. I was like, put your foot down. You can everything. Alright, what about as far as, like, sexually? What's the, the craziest thing you've done?
Lord, okay. I don't go the craziest. I'm kind of go tone it down a little bit because I might freak y'all out because I can be a little, because I'm very sexual, you know what I'm saying? I embrace my sexuality. I'm not shy that I like sexual adventures, put it that way.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I think one of the craziest was I had sex in the cemetery in the car. Like, and that was one of the best orgasms I ever had in my life for some odd reason. I don't know what, even maybe it was a connection with the spirit. But yes, that's the best orgasm in my life.
That one. I went to a cemetery one time and did a Ouija board.
Oh no, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
I tried it like by myself, but I know it didn't work. You got that TV.
Yeah. But anyways, okay. So do you have kids?
I have two. I have a 15-year-old son and I have a 2-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay. With the age difference, how do you think? Like, how does that work?
I actually really like it because it allows me to see the different dynamics of the age difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like how my daughter's needy in her own little way, but my son's needy in his own little way, but he's trying to be that independent man, you know what I'm saying? So I really love it, you know what I'm saying? And then it lets me see when I'm dealing with my daughter, like the things I missed out on with my son. So it makes me want to do go harder for her than, you know what I'm saying, the things that I felt like I lacked in when he was a baby.
Right. It makes sense. You get to make up for.
Yeah.
I never thought of it like that. I don't think anyone thinks of it like that. Like, I would just say, like, you waited, like, that, not you per se, but if you wait that long, I'm like, does it work? Like, does it work properly? Like,
I think it fits in quite well because, honestly, by my son being 15, it allows him to kind of understand what I was going through at the age, because I had my son when I was 17, so I was young, so it allows him to see, like, okay, this is the age frame that my mom was in when she had me, so I see why things went the way it went, you know what I'm saying? So it makes our bond a lot more stronger.
So your son's the older one?
Yeah, he's 15 and my daughter's 2, Skyland and Quentin.
Aw. So basically she's his birth control.
Yeah.
Basically, like,
pretty much, girl.
I was gonna say, how does that work? Like, do they get along?
Yes, like
she
loves him and he loves her. Because when I was pregnant, or before I became pregnant, I asked him, like, if I had a baby, what would he, he was like, I want a little sister, because he was really big on anime at the time. So he was like, there's this anime cartoon that I watch and he has a little sister and that's what I want to have that little sister. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And I just knew that I was having a daughter, and I did. God bless me.
Did he help you name her?
No, God helped me name my baby.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Well, technically for real, because
her name is beautiful.
Thank you. I was gonna name my daughter Beautiful at first, but people, you know how the world can be. They want to try to dictate what they feel like something is. So I got on my knees one night and I prayed to the Lord, and I was like, God, please give me a name for my baby, and whatever you give me or inspire me, that's what I'm gonna name her. I went to sleep that night and I literally had a dream of my daughter's name, Skyland, and how to spell it. And I woke up out of my sleep and wrote it down. And the next day, I was like, I like the name Skyland, and I love Chanel, so I was like, Skyland Chanel. Boop, that's her name.
Oh, I love it. It sounds so, like, exquisite and fancy. I love it. I love it. Okay, so do you, like, I totally had a really good question for you, and it just went right out of the water.
It's cool.
Okay, so with your kids, so do they have the same dad? Let's start there.
No, they have 2 separate dads.
Is that hard or
No. Okay, so that's another thing. I don't understand how some of you ladies be having all this animosity with y'all baby fathers. Y'all just need to nip it in the bud, really. But with me, I love both of my baby fathers. Like, I literally have their picture with their kid on the side on my door. Like, I genuinely love them. If they ever end up going through something in life where they need somebody to take care of them type stuff, I'm there. That's why my baby father drives me insane now when he blows on my phone constantly. Because he know I'm loyal. I'm like that real loyal back in the day, how strong black women were. These ones today, they ain't, something wrong with them.
I was gonna say, so you must be very, very strong. Like, a lot of women, they're like, okay, I'm not with my baby daddy. Like, don't call me, don't hit me up. Something's wrong. Like,
no,
peace.
You gotta learn how to separate it. That's that boundaries, and then you gotta always remember, y'all both had a child together. At one point in time, there was some type of love, unless something drastic happened and you ended up having a baby. Then yeah, boop, whatever. But if it's, you know what I'm saying, there was once love there. So you gotta find that back for your child, but have that boundary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to sleep with you. I don't have to do none of that. But if you do, shit, no, okay, I'm gonna sleep with you, but don't you stay ass over there. You ain't spending the night there. You know what I'm saying?
So do the both dads, do they get along? Have they met each other?
No, but they've talked on the phone, because I'll be on the phone conversating with one, you know, and it'd be normal conversation, casual conversation, and the other one be just sitting there and he listens, and I'll be like, babe, this is this, and he'll, you know, but we ain't together, but you know.
So what you have, it sounds like, is healthy. Like, a lot of people don't know how to come about it that way. Like, if they break up with someone, even if they had a child, like, to work together still, it's just not a heard of thing. Like, it's not common. Like, usually people, like, tear apart, the kids, you know, go through all that because it's like, the parents don't know how to act.
It's ego. If you drop the ego and realize what's really important, then you'll be able to do stuff like that. And now, I'm not saying what I have is perfect, because I'm so far from perfect. I'm a big advocate on imperfection, because I think that's the most beautiful thing, imperfection.
Yeah.
Because the world trying to make you think that everything's supposed to be beautiful. So, yeah, we have our outs and ins, but the bottom line is, what is really love? Love is you're going to accept the bullshit. You're going to accept the imperfections. You feel what I'm saying? That's why marriages don't last now, because they say them vows, but they don't truly internalize their vows. They just saying it.
I just need to sit with you for a long time ago. Like, if you would have just had this talk with me, so I could have just understand more than I did. Like, it was like a thing where if I broke up with someone, if you're my ex, I don't care if I had a child with you. Like, I was that mature to where I wasn't okay to work it out. Like, at this point, I see the reasons to work it out. I see the positive. Like, it's not a bad thing, and I feel like it was made a bad thing for all these years. Like, you're not together, why is he around? Why is she around? You know
and that's
what I mean?
crazy. That's that division. That divided we fall. You got to keep that unity so you can stand people.
Right. So, do you want more kids?
Yeah, if I get the right companion, because I want somebody. Because I ain't gonna lie, like my first baby, I was incarcerated because I was a little rough with it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I had my baby in juvenile prison and stuff like that, so I didn't come home till he was 2 years old, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So,
that had to be hard.
It was hard, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I said our bond now, he understands what I went through. So, that's why now our bond is really good. And then with my daughter, her dad, it was like we were friends, then we became lovers, and then bam, we decided we want to be together, take the condom off, I'm pregnant. Type situation for real. So it's like that was crazy with him. So that wasn't steady, and I didn't have that good foundation like I really wanted with her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with my next companion, you gonna have to have it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not gonna keep repeating the same mistakes. That's insanity.
Well, honestly, I give it to you because you're civil.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a regular girl you run into. Usually people. No. Like, you messed with them before? No. Like, they have all bad things just to say about him. So, I respect you for that. Because you're the bigger person in that.
Yeah.
Like, I really do.
And then too, sorry.
No, go. You're okay.
Then the other thing is too, like, I always be keeping in the back of my mind that we all done went through shit as children, you know what I'm saying? Our parents we done been raised on certain traditions, values, core values, stuff like that. So I be thinking about that with my baby fathers, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, I would be wrong, like I said, to try to make things be perfect with them. When I met them, this is how they were. Now we can try to change things to be a little better, but I can't change your character. I can't change your personality. And that's another thing that people try to do in relationships. They try to change who you are. Stop doing that. And embrace that person for who they are. And that's when that love gonna naturally flow, because you're not gonna be looking at them like, ew, or why is they doing this? Or no, you're gonna be like, that's my babe. She kind of crazy, but all right, you know what I'm saying? I love her, because you're looking at that positive stuff that she's doing for you, not always the negative.
Right. And I totally just lost my train of thought.
You're good, girl. You don't have to have. She's so beautiful, she don't need one.
So, what about? Wait, let's go back for a minute. What about having your son in jail? Like, how was that? Tell me about it.
It was kind of hard. Like, I was literally in my weeks when I went. Like, my dad sent my ass because I had the opportunity to come home or whatever. And I had a 9-month sentence, and I ended up doing 2.5 years. That means I was in that acting donkey. Like, I went crazy. Like, not crazy to the point like that, but I wasn't taking no shit from nobody.
No.
And I wanted to come home. But yeah, it made it hard for me and my baby. It did. But everything now, I feel like it's better. You go through things. That's life. You got to just know how to tackle each situation. Like they say, the game of chess. I don't know how to play it, but I do know how to play checkers. So I feel like I got a little advantage in life. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, he probably definitely takes that experience and he has something to learn off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. We'll laugh on that one later. But I'm so glad you came today and gave us, you know, your story and share with us a little bit of things. A lot of people don't know that it's okay to be civil with your ex, or it's just not common. I know in Vegas for sure, like if you're civil with your ex, it's just not heard of.
Yeah.
So hearing you, like, I hope you a lot of people have heard you and have reached you to that, like you know what I meant. So welcome, or thank you for coming to Dating Dilemmas. And Brian, you're throwing me off. Yeah. So thank you for coming to Dating Dilemmas today. Thank you for letting me question you and give me all the knowledge you have and your experiences. Yeah. Come back soon.
Thank you for inviting me, girl. And Viva Las Vegas!
Remember, what comes to Vegas stays in Vegas. So
no.
Don't let no one know.
Yeah.